My name is Gitanjali and I am your English teacher. I welcome you all to the world of English learning. Well, it's a saying that learning is a footstep that every child should take. Yes, it's your right. And whatever you learn is a treasure which will be along with you until the end. So, what do you understand? The treasure that will follow you wherever you go. So children, today we focus on English grammar. Yes, you all have learned English grammar. Can you just quickly recall what you have learned? Yeah, good. I think you have the answers. Yes, what is that you learned? Yes, you learned about nouns, you learned about sentences, you learned about pronouns, you learned about adjectives, you learned about adverbs, you learned about so many things, isn't it? So, let me bring back to your new grade, and what is that we are going to learn in the first lesson? It is the sentence. It's not new. Okay, can you tell me what a sentence is? You must have watched our YouTube channel, right? And the answer was there. Yes, the group of words which are arranged in an order to give a meaning is called sentence. So, group of words that are arranged to give you a meaning is called a sentence. Let me bring you to this pen. Well, why is ma'am using this pen? Children, can you guess what is this now in my hand? Ma'am, it's a pen. I know. Okay, let me still try to test you all. My God, what is this? Ma'am, you dismantled the pen. Yes, I dismantled the pen. But why? Come on kids, you all are genius. Tell me. Yes, I have the refill, I have the body and the cap of the pen in my hand now. So what are all these? They are all the parts of the pen. So I think you should be using the linking technique. So what do you link? What did we learn? What did we introduce? Sentence. And what did we do just now? The parts. So link both? Yes, we are going to learn the parts of sentence. Well, it's very easy. The part of sentence has two. There are two parts of sentences. What are they? It's a subject and a predicate. So kids, let's begin with an example. Can you think of a sentence? Well, let me frame a simple sentence for you. I am happy. Yes? So this is an example for sentence. Can you guess the subject and the predicate here? I is the subject, am happy is the predicate. Let's move on to the second example. I'm going to visit my mother today. What is the subject here? I. Going to visit my mother is the predicate. My uncle flies to India this evening, which is the subject. My uncle flies to India this evening is the predicate. So by now we understood that subject is something which is a noun, pronoun, a thing or a place that we are talking about. For example again, Taj Taj Mahal is a beautiful monument. So here we are talking about Taj Mahal. So Taj Mahal is a subject. Is a beautiful monument is the predicate. So the subject is anything that we are talking about. Next, what is predicate? Predicate is the part of the sentence that gives information about the noun or talks about the subject. Let's look at an example here. A beautiful lady was wearing a red dress. So yes, a beautiful lady is the subject. Was wearing a red dress is the predicate. Let's look at one more example. The air in the classroom smelled fresh. The air here is the subject, which is a thing. Smelled fresh in the classroom is the predicate. So now let's quickly summarize or quickly do a recap on what we have learned. We understood that sentences are a group of words which gives us a meaning. Yes, they have two parts, that is subject and predicate. Subject is something that is spoken about in a sentence. It could be a noun, it could be a thing, animal, or a place. Predicate is that part of the sentence which would talk about the subject or give information about the subject. So kids, from our YouTube channel, you would have also learned the kinds of sentences. Can you recall? Yes. Put on your thinking caps, my dear children. Yes, good. I want you all to recall. What is the first kind of sentence that you have learned? It's declarative. What is the second one? It's exclamatory. Third one, interrogative. Fourth one, yes children, imperative. Very good. So these are the main four kinds of sentences. So first one, declarative. Second one, interrogative. Third one, exclamatory. Fourth one, imperative. Right? Can you think of examples of these kinds of sentences? Yes, children? Declarative simply makes a statement and it ends with a full stop. For example, the sun rises in the east. What about interrogative? It simply asks a question and ends with a question mark. Well, give me an example. How was your day? What about third? That is exclamatory. How beautiful is the weather today? It's exclamatory and it ends with the exclamation mark. What is the last one? Imperative. And what does it do? Well, it gives you advice, it requests, and it gives order. Can you think of an example now? Please shut the door while you leave. Do not make noise. Yes, children? So these were the examples of imperative sentences. So children, we learned the kinds of sentences. Let's come back to declarative. That is, declarative sentences are of two kinds. One is affirmative, the second one is negative. Declarative sentence can be also called assertive sentence, or you can say it has another name. Declarative sentence, or assertive sentence, and they are of two kinds. What is that? Affirmative and negative. So what is affirmative? It's a statement which says something which I can. And what is negative? It's a statement which says something that I can't. So let's look at an example. I can swim is an affirmative sentence. I cannot swim is a negative sentence. Let's look at another example. He is the leader of the group. That's a affirmative sentence or assertive sentence. Let's look at an example for the negative one. Tomorrow is not a holiday. Okay? So these were assertive. The kinds are affirmative and negative with the examples. Kids, we have now come to the end of the chapter. In this chapter, we learned what the sentence is, what are the parts of sentence, what are the kinds of sentences, and what is the punctuation mark, what the four kinds of sentence tell us. So, a quick recap, you will have to recall the definition of a sentence. What is the definition of a sentence? Yes, I'm sure you would have all recalled it. You will do a short activity there. Write down the points in the paper or in a notepad that is in front of you. You will cover these questions. What is a sentence? What are the parts of sentences? What are the kinds of sentences? And how do you punctuate them? Children, with this we end the class. I hope you will listen to the recording or the video and practice them at home. Study well. Happy learning. Bye-bye.